Crashing my party. Hello, 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 hello. Alrighty, happy Friday from me to you. I hope you're doing well this beautiful, fine Aloha Friday morning. And as you can see, I'm getting prepared over here. I'm getting prepared to play at the Blue Note Hawaii with really two of the most beloved musical legends in the islands. And I feel so privileged, and somehow I don't even really know how it happened, but I got invited to be the opening act for that beautiful night. If you want to be there, if you want to cheer me on from all over the world, you can. In the description of this video, we have actually, there's an opportunity for you to buy tickets to the virtual live stream. It's amazing what's possible in these days, right? But if you are here in Hawaii and you want to get a table and be there and paint a handwritten sign with my name on it, in your dreams, Lucie Lynch, in your dreams, with butterflies and hearts on it and stuff, and throw some confetti, which won't reach me because we're playing behind plexiglass. Then you can also get physical, real tickets. You see it all in the description above. Ah, hello Britta, good to see you. Here we go. And sometimes change means nothing, and sometimes change means everything. There comes a moment in time when you turn around and look at your life and you realize it was not that complicated. When you realize it was not that complicated, because life is pretty simple, and life is what it is, and we just make it more complex by changing what is. And there comes a time when you understand that all you need to do, believe in yourself and the others around, and always come back to you, because you are a part of the whole. You are a part of the whole, and life is pretty simple. Life is what it is, and we tend to complicate it by trying to change what is, by trying to change all that is. So this is an invitation to let life be what it is. No more unnecessary complication. Just follow your bliss, and you will see that life is pretty simple. Life is what it is, always been enough. Hello, hello, hello. Taking on my glasses to soak in the goodness. Hello, hello. Good morning, Edward. How are you doing this morning? You always need me to cheer up. Oh, Niels, Hallöchen nach Düsseldorf. Hello, hello, hello. Happy Friday. As you can see, in my world, things are pretty cheery and cheerful. I'm a little nervous because this week on the Thursday the 13th, I'm playing with the one and only, the legend, the myth, one of my musical loves with Henry Capono. And Brother Nolan is flying in from Maui. And somehow I managed to be invited to be with those two beautiful creators on stage at the Honolulu Blue Note. And you can be there live streaming or in person if you feel so inspired, which is kind of cool. We have the links in the description of this video. And what has happened? The last 2 weeks I was busy shooting the music video, the official music video that will come out later this year for Yes I Can. And it was an adventure. It included hiking and flying kites and a lot of running and a lot of hair blowing in the wind and earrings floating and flying into my eyes. It included almost falling off a cliff, being the first in traffic, driving a 57 T-Bird across the coastline of Honolulu. It was something, and it was really a dream come true. It was a dream come true. It was kind of like one of those moments, you know, there was that one moment when I was driving in that car around the coast and I was like, okay, this is it. Like I've done it. I reached my goal. I reached everything. You know, it's like if in that moment aliens would have come down to pick me up, or, you know, the sky would have just opened and sucked me up in a ray of light, I would have been like, no problem. This is it. And so I had a few messages now from people. They were wondering about the other video that is coming out. In the Lighthouse, if you're not in Lucie's Lighthouse yet, come on over. We previewed, only for the Lighthouse community, we previewed the lyric video of Yes I Can, which is going to be released on Monday. That has nothing to do with the video that I shot behind the scenes. So I got already a message, why are you not in the video? Where are you? You know, and it's two different videos. In these days, there's always a recommendation. You have several videos, and specifically one lyric video, and then another video, and all of those different videos, right? That's what it's all about. And so, on Monday, officially, we're going to release the Yes I Can lyric video, and which includes women from all over the world. It includes different cities and places from all over the world, where the video that will be released later in the year will be with me and with the one and only Gertsson. And it will be in Honolulu, Hawaii. Just a quick clarification. Wunderbar, wunderbar, wunderbar. Hello, hello, hello. Joella, good to see you. Yes, yes, yes. I'm so happy that you're here. So it's funny because it has been a while, right? It has been quite a while now since I really performed publicly. I've been mainly in the social media worlds. And now we're starting back up, yeah? Doors are opening here and there. Obviously still in a very simple capacity, but that is also what I love so much. What I love is the intimacy. What I love is to really connect with people. Yeah. wow, Edward, that comment kind of like made me cheer up, not cheer up, tear up. Tears of cheer. Ah, thank you. And now I have to cry. I don't know. That's just a very sweet comment. Yeah, I know. I know. I know. There's just something about that invitation that. Yeah, I feel like Hawaii, gives me a big hug right now. Okay, back to cheering. Woo, okay. I took off my glasses because without my glasses, I thought I couldn't read the comments, but apparently my eyes are getting better in these days as well, so. It was only a period of 2 years of seeing a little less. And now that I finally allow myself to see the truth of who I am, to see the truth of who you are, to see the truth that we all come from the stars, that's when the eyesight comes back, and that's when the hearing comes back. The hearing, the inner voice, hearing the truth, hearing, listening. Listen to the sound. Listen to the birds in the sky. Remember to close your eyes once in a while and remember who you are. Remember to close your eyes once in a while so you can see your inner guiding star. Starlight, and find a way to believe in yourself and everyone around. We're all just lost souls. We're praying, we're singing and creating to be found. But we were never really lost, you see. Never really lost, you see, if we just listen to the song of our hearts. Listen, listen to the song of joy. Listen, listen to the birds in the sky. Listen to the leaves falling off the mother tree. Listen, listen. And there comes a moment when you wake up deep inside, and there comes a moment when you open up your heart so wide that everyone you see will remember who they are. Remember who they are. Starlight, starlight, starlight. We're all starlight, starlight, yeah. If we just learn how to listen, how to listen, how to listen, yeah, yeah, da, da, da. Listen, how to listen, how to listen, listen. Listen with your inner ear, listen with your inner heart, and let the truth appear. We are all here to live and thrive, so much more than simply survive. We're here to blossom and emerge out of the dark in to the light. If we just listen, if we just listen, if we just listen, if we listen, if we listen, if we just learn how to listen, if we just learn how to listen. If we just learn how to listen, yeah, right? We just learn to listen to that beautiful whisper, the whisper of wisdom, the whisper of truth that resides in each single one of us. And I feel sometimes we're all falling into this amnesia, and then we're running around thinking we're needing all these things, and we're needing stuff, and we're needing more knowledge and more more courses and more teachings and more books. And yet, when all of that is stripped away, a lot of times that's when we find that well within, right? That's when we find that song bubbling up from the inside. That's when we find that peace that we're looking for in the accumulation of material wealth and stuff and things and riches. Not to be said that it's wrong to be rich, not that it's said that it's wrong to have beautiful things, but the accumulation of that in order to try to fill that void that we are all avoiding, versus diving into that depth, diving into that void, being with it, sitting with it, embracing it. Instead of running and running and running for the things that we think we don't have, instead of chasing and chasing and chasing the light that is already deep within, deep inside, how about raising that voice in gratitude? How about simply, slowly changing our attitude? How about simply taking a pause, a moment in our hectic, busy time, taking a breath in, taking a breath in and release it, let it back out, release the fear, release the doubt, release the I'm not good enough, release the life is so hectic, dangerous and tough, releasing what we thought about ourselves that no longer serves us, letting in the light that then reflects that fractal piece of humanity that each one of us is. So beautiful. A soul incarnated in this body of flesh and blood, and yet so much more beyond. Is there a way that we can love ourselves and our essence? Is there a way that we can learn how to love just that essence without attaching it to the outer appearance? Our accomplishments, the money, the amount of money in our bank accounts? Trying to find that simple love for ourselves in a world that is so complex. But we made it so. We made it so complex. And now we're coming back. Now we're coming back. Now we're coming back. Now we're coming back. Coming back home, coming back to that place, coming back to that truth inside. Coming back to that heart space. The harbor of song, the harbor of safety. That place where it is safe to be who you are. small boat like a nutshell, lost out there in the sea. And you've been trying to reach the shore by getting and taking more. And you've been finding it so hard to simply let it go. But deep on the inside, there's a bright light. It's shining for you and I, and deep on the inside, there's a bright light. It keeps shining from the inside. And you've been pushing oh so hard to get from A to Z. The more I have, the more I will feel that I am really free. And so we all bought into this lie of more, 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 more. But as in the beautiful song of the greatest showman, it's never enough, never enough, never enough, it's never enough, never enough, no, it's never enough, it's never enough. Until we go back to the inside where we find that light. Until we go back to the inside and we find that light. And the good news is, it's in each single one of us. And it's independent of any of those complex systems that we created. It is independent of religion. It is independent of politics. It is independent. This light is that eternal essence that we're all searching. And yet it's almost like the more we search, the more we disconnect from it. Because it's already here. It's already here, and it has always been here. And so you go back to the inside where you find that light, and then you go back to the inside and you find that light, yeah. And you go back to the inside and you find that beautiful light. And it's that moment of slowing down. It's that moment of stepping into that void, allowing that silence, allowing the silence to move in. And it is funny because that, what we kind of try to avoid the whole time, is exactly holding the key. We try to keep busy, and we chase, and we run, and we look for for the excitement in the outside, in the world outside, to bring us that joy and to bring us that happiness. And yet it is in exactly what we are trying to avoid. It is exactly hidden in the beautiful silence. And over the last months, I have made it a practice that every day I take pauses and I connect back to that inside. And it's almost as if fear is the guardian of that peace. Fear is the guardian of that simplicity. Fear is the guardian. Fear is just trying to don't go there. Don't go there, because if you go there, I'm not needed anymore. And, as you can see, I have a very childlike view of the things, very theatrical, very, like Disney, Inside Out, or Soul. So just the idea of, imagine fear as a being, and fear is just trying to protect you. Fear is like, don't go there, don't go into that void. Because if you end up feeling that peace, if you end up feeling that truth, you might just be a totally ordinary human being. And if you realize that is enough, then I have no purpose anymore. So fear is kind of like trying to fight for her life right there, yeah. Back in the days, 15 years ago, when I came to Hawaii for the very first time, I wrote a play. I wrote a play about the inner characters. It was funny when the Inside Out movie came out a few years later. I was like, dang it. I had the same idea. But that's the way ideas are. They float around, and a few of us simultaneously catch on with the idea, and some of us act on it and some of us don't. I actually acted on it in my very own unique way. I teamed up with a theater therapist, and we gathered 11 actors back in Germany, in Hamburg, Germany. And we rented a big house, and we had every room in that house was decorated by one of the inner characters. So the idea was that the house was a being, and inside there were all the different emotions: fear, joy, despair, happiness, the wild one, and so then we would bring the audience through that place, and they could visit the different characters on the inside. And because I view the world that way, I believe that it has been so playful, more playful, yeah. And it doesn't mean that it can't get dark in my world. Believe me, it can, very much so. But in a way, in that moment, there's always a way to have a conversation. Have a conversation with money, have a conversation with fear, have a conversation with death. Have a conversation. Yeah. And therefore, releasing, letting go a little bit of the fear around these topics. Yeah. Today, as you can see, a little more thoughtful and contemplating. Yeah, because I can see there's this time a difference. I think a year or two ago, if I would have been invited to play at the Blue Note with Henry Capono and Brother Nolan, I would have probably been super over the moon, super, oh my God, it has to be perfect, and blah, 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 and who knows where it's going to lead to, and oh my God, this is like the opportunity of a lifetime. And there's none of it there this time. And it makes me emotional because it's so beautiful, because it's finally, I'm not attaching anything anymore to these outside events, because I know now, after, oh my God, almost 30 years as a stage performer, I know that these events come and go. big moments that I thought would change my life forever. I remember when on my musical, Marsha and I wrote this beautiful musical, Money Talks, but what the hell is it saying? You can go check it out as well. We wrote the show, and we finally got into a theater here locally that we always wanted to get in, and we sold it out, 400 seats. It was just amazing. And I remember the night came along, and we thought, this is it. This is it, man. This is the big breakthrough. And I remember very vividly how we woke up the next morning and we were like, and now what? We keep going, right? And then we got invited, as a result of it, we got invited to do a full run at a local theater here for 12 performances. Oh my God. And we were ecstatic. We were over the moon. We were just like, yes, yes, we are on, this is the trajectory, baby. We're doing it. Woo, pivot, pivot. Let's go, up and onward, upward and onward from here. Yes, yes, yes. Push it, push it, push it, push it. And then what happened? Marsha got sick. And I ended up doing 8 performances with the daughter of our director, who was reading the script, trying to follow me on stage. Which was it was a great experience, but it was not what we had planned. It was not what we had wished for. Yeah. And then one of the major theater critics, we always thought, oh my God, if he would see the show, what would he say? Maybe that would be like the big, and he came and Marsha was not there. And we got a pretty good write-up because everybody was obviously very impressed by the daughter of our director playing this show from one day to the other, reading it off from the script. But that was supposed to be our moment. That was supposed to be Marsha's and my moment. But it wasn't. You know, and then we got into the next theater here locally, right? The red carpet was rolled out and we had everything. We had sponsors and everything. And a global pandemic hit. Literally. Right? Like 2 months before we were supposed to have the performance. And we thought that, again, we were like, that is the one. And I think when that happened last year really taught me, just relax and take it one step at a time. And never, ever anymore pin your happiness and your well-being on a faraway star, on a shiny golden event. Just be there. Just simply be there and show up for yourself, show up for the world, show up for everyone around you. And give your best. Give your best. But also, give your best when you have breakfast with your children. Give your best when you walk your dog around the park. Give your best when you do the laundry and you sweep the floor in your home. Give your best. In every moment, with every breath. Okay, that was my Friday morning emotional lighthouse expression. Stay safe. Take good care of yourself. And remember that life is here. Life is now. And it is rigged in your favor. Take a breath, let it be alright. Take a breath, let it be enough right now. Let this moment be what it is. Let this moment be a doorway to your bliss. Seeking love, 'cause it's seeking you. 'cause light is you. Finding ways to let your heart beat. Finding ways to let your heart beat. And love is the only way. Love is the only way. Love is the only way. And love is the only way. Love is the only way. Love is the only way. And then make a move now. Let your spirit groove now. And let your heart be open. Let it be alright. And let your love shine bright. Let your spirit fly. Let the moonlight rise inside of your heart, and know that love is the only way. Love is the only way. Love is the only way. And love is the only way. Love is the only way. Love is the only way. And let your spirit soar. Let your heart seek more. Let your heart be open wide and realize that this moment has always been enough. May we all remember that this moment has always been enough. Each single moment, always enough. I hope you can join me on May 13th at the Blue Note, either in person if you are in Honolulu, Hawaii, or there are live stream tickets. And I think, you know, if you haven't experienced Henry Capono or Brother Nolan yet, you know, I think you would be in for a treat. Absolutely. Yes, yes, yes. And there. Here you go. There's a link, bluenotehawaii.com. You go there and you can get your tickets right then and there. Yeah. If you are not in the lighthouse yet, zoop, 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 come on over. Da da da. You can also join my mailing list where I give away, believe it or not, give it away, give it away, give it away, give it away now. Giving away a 4-week meditation journey with Lucy and the 4 elements. There's always a lot of things to give to this world, to give for the sake of healing and just giving, practicing that generosity, to go from all this complexity back to simplicity. Because a lot of times we think it needs this big thing for us to happen, that we feel happy. But I don't know how it is for you. For me, my experience is, if I give someone a gift, if I give something to someone on the side of the road, if I give something to someone who's hungry, if I give something to someone who doesn't want anything and doesn't need anything, it raises my own vibe and I feel so much better. So if you cannot give for the sake of others, give for the sake of yourself. Give for the sake of your own well-being. Right? Yeah. So this was the Lucie Lynch Love Channel Lighthouse Creation Goodness on a Friday morning. Happy Aloha Friday. I see you again on Monday. And Monday is the big day where we're releasing the lyric video of Yes, I Can. So much going on. Enjoy your weekend. Take a pause, take a walk, and be there. Be there in each given moment. Give the best you can with what you have wherever you are. Aloha.